Hello everybody, I'm out today walking my local woods, and it made me think of a story that I used to read when I was your age with my mum, and it's about a little boy who goes into the dark woods. In this story you're going to hear some characters that are familiar to you from traditional tales. My story is called Jeremiah in the Dark Woods, and it's by Janet and Allan Ahlberg. See if you can find out what other books they've read. Here we go. Chapter 1. Who stole the tarts? Once upon a time there were 3 bears, 7 dwarves, 5 gorillas, a frog prince, some sleeping beauties, a wolf, a dinosaur, a mad hatter, a steamboat, 4 firemen on a fire engine, a crocodile with a clock in it, a considerable number of giant beanstalks, and a little boy named Jeremiah Obadiah Jackanory Jones. Jeremiah Obadiah Jackanory Jones lived with his grandma in the middle of the dark woods. Jeremiah's grandma's house was made of gingerbread and cakes, with window panes of clear sugar and a roof of chocolate fudge. Jeremiah was very happy there. He was fond of his grandma and enjoyed eating the house. One morning, Jeremiah's grandma said, "Jeremiah, I'm going to make some nice jam tarts for your auntie who lives beyond the dark woods, across the river, over the hills, and a great way off. And I want you to take them for her." "Yes, Grandma," Jeremiah said. And so Jeremiah's grandma made the tarts and placed them on the windowsill in the kitchen to cool. Jeremiah went up to his room and played with his train set for a time before getting ready to leave. At 9 o'clock he put on his coat, his flat hat and his best walking boots and came downstairs. At that moment his grandma shouted to him from the kitchen, "My goodness, Jeremiah, come quick, the tarts have gone." Jeremiah ran into the kitchen and saw at once the terrible empty space on the windowsill. The tarts had gone. Nor was that all. The plate had gone too. Now Jeremiah's grandma was the cleverest and bravest lady of her age for many miles around. She could add up numbers faster than a blink, climb trees like a squirrel, and fight wolves and crocodiles with her bare hands and a handbag. When she had to. But her strength was mostly in her arms. She wasn't good at walking, and she couldn't really run at all. "Jeremiah," said his grandma, "somewhere out there in the dark woods there is a no-good robber who has taken your auntie's tarts. I want you to go and get him, Jeremiah." "Yes, Grandma," Jeremiah said. After this, he gave his grandma a little kiss and the wallpaper a little lick, for it was made of peppermint candy, and climbed out through the kitchen window to follow the trail of blurry-looking footprints that led across the garden and into the trees. Beneath the trees, however, these footprints soon disappeared in the dry leaves which covered up the ground. But Jeremiah did not give up. "I will keep looking for that robber till I find him," he said. He walked on, crunching the leaves with his best boots and humming a little tune to himself to fill up the silence.